Alright, hey guys, Jason here. Samco Trad Bow. We're getting ready to climb this tree. We're setting up. We got a hot white oak right there. Hot white oak right here. Hot white oak right there. We got white oak acorns laying all over the ground here, as you can see. Still green, but this area is destroyed. Totally wrecked with them. And they're laying everywhere. So, sign is good. But I'm going to give you a couple of tips to make life easier for when you're hunting. First one, if you're in the south, forget about trying to cool down and that kind of thing. We're going to be drenched in sweat. But most importantly, we're going up this pine right here. There is nowhere to hang a bow on. Maybe when we get up there, we might be able to reach out one up there, but I don't know. So you always carry in your pocket here, right here, easy to get to. Always carry a bow hook. That way, once you get up there and you hang your stand, you can put this in before you pull up your bow in your pack, so you have a place to put your bow at. So as you pull it up, you can hang your bow on there, then continue on with your pack. So always have that in your pocket. Little wire tie on the end to keep it from poking a hole in it, but it stays in your pocket every single second. And when you're up there, just take the cap off, drop it in your pocket, and then that way you have everything right there for you. So that's going to be an important one. Next tip. My harness is here. I'm not wearing it in. Walking with your harness, you can get burrs and this kind of crap. These little stick-tight burrs everywhere all over your harness. And it can be an absolute nightmare to get them out of there. So, and then they can make noise and fight your buckle. So instead, put your harness on at the base of the tree, like I'm doing right here. Makes life a lot easier for you. Now, I've got more for you here in 1 second. We're going to get into in just a second once I put this on. So hold on. Alright, next tip, on your carabiners, on your lineman belt, always a locking one on both sides. Here I'm using two different ones. I have a twist lock on my side that's going to be permanently attached to my, stays on with the whole time I climb. This is the one that I open and close to throw around branches, so it's a quick twist lock. Super fast, super easy. So have both of these on there so that you can run them. And a little bit of oil keeps that squeaking down if you're really worried about it. I myself usually don't care. Matter of fact, I'm out here talking and I'm right on the edge of a bedding area. It is what it is. It's what we do for videos. But putting it on, locking it so it can't move. And then this one becomes the quick disconnect on and off for going around branches. Very important. Next one, on your haul rope, on your bow pull-up rope, which we have right here. We have on it, let me open it, hang on here. Okay, we have two different setups here. Okay, there's one end, here's the other end. This end, mini little carabiner. It's going to clip right on my pants. It's just going to hang like this, right on my pants pocket. When I get up there, it gets disconnected and hooked on my tree stand cable. These are for the rest of my gear. This one here is going to actually hook to the carabiner on the back of my pack right here. That'll hook right on there. Then this loop that's further down is the one that's going to hook on my bow limb. I'll show you when I have it set up so I can actually haul both my pack and my bow up with me at the same exact time. Be right back. Alright, next tip for you. Do not be afraid to leave the stuff at the base of the tree. Deer come that close, they're dead anyway, so I'm not afraid to set that stuff down there. It's my foam pad, my connectors for these. Next one here, for your sticks. Notice I got no limbs to hang sticks on. I put both of them right here on my step. Those are my two other sticks. Easy peasy when I use my aider. And I get up to here, and when I put my foot on there, I can rest it on top of those and not hurt nothing. Once I hang my second stick, or once I'm up there, I just grab that, hang the second stick. Then I grab this one and hang it like that on a second stick, and it's ready for me for the third stick. No making multiple trips up and down a tree. My bow set up like this. Pack carabiner, bow carabiner. Sweet, simple, and easy, ready to go. My tree stand, paracord straps. They're unobtrusive, and I don't need to worry about them when they're flapping. See how I got this tucked? Let's say we were on a much smaller tree, littler tree, and we had all this slack hanging down. Wrap it around the bar a couple of times up here so that these are not flapping in the wind when the wind blows. Okay, especially if we were on this side and they were hanging straight down, you don't want those. So take those, tuck them a time or two if you need to on a tree that's smaller where you got a lot of slack left over, like this, like here. See how this is even here? I wrap that there. We don't want this flapping hanging and flapping. So you wrap those, tuck those in when you get up there so that they're not going to be an issue for you. Also, you do not pick what tree you are going to be at, being at the base of the tree like I am. You pick this tree by being where you think your best odds of shooting are going to be. That right there under the drip line of this big white oak, all that drip line is where shooting is expected to be at. Or right under the small drip line of this one, right in here. So to pick this tree, I had to check these oaks anyway, so I stood over there and looked from there to pick this tree based on the wind. When I came over here to check and see if this had acorns, from here I can tell I'm going to be good shooting wise. But that one, you pick it from over where you expect the deer to be at, is the best way to pick a tree, if you can. If it's going to be a problem and you're worried about scent, then don't do it. But if you can pick the tree based on from where you're shooting, where you want to, where if you look at it from an animal view, you're going to be able to pick your shooting lanes much better than coming to a tree and trying to guess if you can fit through branches or fit through things and try and solve that. Much easier to do it from the actual hit location than from the shot location, if that makes sense. Another tip for you, another juice is Thermacell juice, and I have another pad in this pocket. Keep all that stuff handy. There's actually another one of these in there, you can see it. Keep these handy where you can reach them, where you don't got to go zipping the zippers and messing around in your pack to get these out when your Thermacell dies. When that Thermacell goes out in about an hour, I need to be able to change this quick and easy without having to mess with digging into my pack and fighting with stuff to get it. This is the stuff that can be deal breakers for you right here. Also, when you go in to check a feed tree, my advice is go straight to the tree. Don't skirt the drip edge. Okay, the reason I say that here is that I went to check 3 trees. I came in here to check that white right there, then this white right here, then this white right here. That was my game plan. So rather than do a circle around the outside edge of this, which is where deer are going to come to first. If a deer walks into this tree, he has to somehow come in from the perimeter to penetrate through that drip edge, right? So rather than me walk that whole thing and put scent all the way around it, I walked in and I went straight beeline right to the base of that tree and stood at it. And from there I could look around it and just make a circle around tight to the base of the tree, right around it like this. Walk right around the base of the tree and see that whole drip line, rather than walk all the way a big circle, because then as the deer come into that tree, they'll hit my scent on the outer edge and I'm going to lose them. By keeping my scent inside real tight on the tree and only having one scent line coming into it, as long as they don't hit that one scent line, they can feed anywhere out here and not catch my scent till they walk into the tree. By that time, I've already shot them. Look at the size of the drip edge is 20 yards wide on that tree from side to side. So if I would have walked that perimeter, I would have screwed myself. Instead, by beelining straight from that tree directly to this tree, from that tree directly over to here, and from here directly to there, anywhere they come in, it's just one slice of that pie that they're going to bust me on. Everything else is free and open for them to not have any of my scent. So there you go, a couple little tips for you right from the stand as we're hunting. All right, we got to get climbing up here. We're already at about 5 o'clock, so we only got a little less than 3 hours. But we walked 4.5 miles today to find this spot and to find this kind of activity. And we are right on the edge of this bedding area. So we're going to go. I know it sounds like I'm talking loud. I'm not. I'm going to turn this up in audio so that you hear it well, but really I'm barely whispering. So, all right, we're going to get set up. See you in a bit.